G'day everyone, welcome back to RC Tutorials, and today I'm doing a review on the Traxxas funny car. The 1/8 scale NHRA funny car is truly a replica. It looks extremely similar to the real deal because of the decals and the rear wing. Even the chassis and design of the whole car is close to the Drags. The body is very advanced with a splitter at the front and attachments at the back, removing the need for body clips. The body also lifts up, imitating the actual cars. I particularly like the suspension system and the layout of the electronics at the front of the vehicle. The front wheels have an inboard shock and servo system where everything is neatly tucked inside the tubular chassis. The micro servo is very tricky to replace. I have had the joy of doing it because the face of the servo and the servo saver is extremely hard to reach when it is installed. It has the usual Traxxas TQI receiver. However, we just recently purchased a TSM receiver for the funny car, and we're hoping to rectify the steering issues. The box holding the receiver is solid, however it is not waterproof and neither is the ESC. The Casa Creations ET3S is quite a chunky receiver because it has a fan the size of the United States. I mean, really, you don't need a fan that big. It spins at very high RPM after a few speed runs with an annoying whining sound. But it does have the extremely helpful feature of limiting power delivered to the motor, just like a clutch in the real ones. After the ESC, there is the battery tray. In the tray, it has a clip that can be readjusted to suit bigger and heavier batteries. My advice: to prevent wheel spin, use the heaviest battery that you can find. It really helps. The cable for the motor actually runs underneath the battery, tucked in a path, which can be dodgy at some times. The rear of the car contains most of the weight, like the motor, the huge belted wheels, and the differential. I love the look of these wheels. They are very, very realistic. It adds to the speed and looks of the car while still being functional. Very nice. The motor, a 2400 kV brushless motor, is a very neat powerhouse for the car. It can propel the car up to 70 miles an hour or 120 kilometers per hour. If you manage to keep it in a straight line, that is. The differential in the rear of the car is filled with the thickest oil that Traxxas makes to make sure that the wheels spin at exactly the same speed, which confuses me because there are still noticeable handling issues. If the rear wheels lose traction, the car will lurch to the left or the right on an uneven surface. The only way to make the car perform in an actual race is to use an actual drag stick, which is unlikely. I have been successful in accelerating the car up to 80 kilometers an hour, but very slowly and incrementally. It is good fun while driving because of the skill required to keep it straight. Moving on to the features, it has 3 driving modes: burnout mode, stage mode, and race mode. They're all pretty self-explanatory. It comes on the 4th channel of the transmitter. On the 3rd channel there is the launch control, which takes some practice to use smoothly. It is very fun to race against other cars, and the app and DTS1 enables that where any car can verse any car in a scale quarter mile. So overall, the Traxxas funny car is a very enjoyable car to drive, and it is a very detailed scale model of the actual funny cars. So that's my review on the Traxxas funny car. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video.